Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome to another video. Now, in this video, I showcase my journey to 500 wins with Hunter. Yes, Golden Hunter. And the deck that I'm using is the North Coast Hunter, a deck that I featured on my YouTube channel in my previous video. And of course, it's all about wild mode. And I've had a lot of people ask about me producing more content for wild mode. And so here we go. You know, to meet the popular demand, we are looking at the North Coast Wild Hunter on the ladder, going for 500 wins. And we're going to start by looking at a priest game.
The light shall bring victory.
Okay, so we are here going for 496 wins with this particular game. That's what we're going for. And the opening hand is pretty good. Now, this hunter deck, the North Coast Wild Hunter, what's special about it? Well, it's your classic mid-range hunter. You run secrets with the Mad Scientist. Call of the Wild is the big late game swing. There are Death Rattle minions in this deck, however, N'Zoth is not run in this deck. Even though we run double Sludge Belcher, double Shredder, Infested Wolf, Savannah Highmane, Sylvanas, there is no N'Zoth in this deck, and the idea with this deck is that, ooh, Reno, the idea with this deck is that you kill your opponent without the need for N'Zoth. That's the idea behind this deck. There is double Explosive Trap in this deck and one copy of Freezing Trap.
Welcome to the exhibit!
So, against a Priest, we will see how well we fare with double Explosive Trap. Against Shaman, against Zulok, double Explosive is really, really good. Against Priest, I'm not so sure. Maybe double Freezing Trap would be better, but we'll see.
The damned stand ready.
Okay, so the kill command there is a very timely pickup. We get the clean kill there on the Dark Cultist, and we retain a board presence. The trouble with Priest, though, in Wild Mode, is you know that Light Bomb is a thing, you know Holy Nova is a thing, Excavated Evil is a thing. There are lots of ways of the Priest undertaking AoE. Okay, Deadly Shock there, I think perfectly reasonable. So, in standard mode, Light Bomb is not a thing. Light Bomb is not something that you have to face.
Death does not
Oh, maybe I should have saved the Deadly Shot. So, in standard mode, you don't have to face Light Bomb, but in Wild mode, it's a reality. And it's a very effective card. It's a very effective card. It can be a whole board clear. Speaking of a board clear, we've taken control of the board here. Don't know how I feel about that. Dr. Boom as a 7/7 is, well, just vanilla stats, right? 7 cost 7/7. Oh, there's a Light Bomb. Without the Boom bots, I don't know. Oh well, we'll just keep the pressure up. I'd have preferred the Death Lord to have brought out something like a Highmane or something like a Shredder. Yeah, you want to play Dr. Boom with Boombox back. And this Priest is packing every conceivable board clear that we discussed earlier. We've seen the Light Bomb, now we just see the Excavated Evil. Yeah. Now, this board presence is not particularly impressive. My secrets are not being triggered, so I'm not getting the bow charges. And yeah, he's just controlling the game through his AoE. So this is a problem, and maybe this is where this deck can fall a little bit short. Yeah, another board clear coming? Of course. Oh, to Northrend. So... oh, okay. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. We have to kill that. Sure. So this is a very board clear centric Priest. Wild Pyromancer, Excavated Evil, Light Bomb. Question is, can we maintain a board presence as this game progresses? That's the question.
That belongs in
Oh dear. Harrison Jones. So we are certainly not going to get value now on our bow charges with our secrets. Harrison has just put a stop to that.
Fine.
Oh wow,
I'll
tournament medic. Unbelievable. Okay, how do we kill that? Okay, well I guess we just keep pressure up here. We can kill Harrison, but is it worth it? Do we just go face? No, we kill him. At least if we do this, we get 2 1/1 minions, so we get some board presence. And I don't know if I'd want Harrison going back to hand. We still have... no, we don't have another weapon in this deck. Actually, this deck only runs 1 copy of Eaglehorn Bow, so... But Harrison, yeah, 5/4 minion. Rather kill it than have it be replayed. And the tournament medic, at least from an attack perspective, is quite low impact, and that is exactly what I was looking for, yeah. So if you replace tournament medic, I'm not too sad, you know. If I have enough minions on board, I can kill it easily. And speaking of minions on board, this is board presence. The question is, does he have a way to clear? Excavated Evil and Holy Nova together would be pretty effective at getting rid of most of this board. In fact, all of this board, apart from the slime that comes out of the Belcher. Okay, Shadow Madness. And then Holy Nova. No! Shield Master, wow. When's the last time you've seen Priest play Shield Master? That's interesting.
I have no time for games.
I have no time for games. We'll play Sylvanas. Trading in 2 minions here feels really bad, but okay. Now, if he entombs Sylvanas, which is something that I'm expecting here, that's 6 mana gone, and he'll only have 4 mana left to play with, and I can still hit his face for 5 with the Belcher and the Hero Power. So what's he got? How's he going to deal with this board?
I must consider.
Or there is, of course, Shadowware Death that can take care of Sylvanas. Let's see what he's got. 5 cards in hand.
The end is coming! Fine, I'll heal.
The end is coming. Okay. And he's just going to keep healing. You see, this is probably an instance where I'd value N'Zoth to go the long game against Priest.
Let none survive.
But yeah. He didn't have an answer for Sylvanas, which is quite interesting. So, what is that telling me?
Take this time
Is that telling me I can be
consider your
aggressive?
past deeds.
He doesn't have board clears, doesn't have a second light bomb.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Wow, Bran. Okay. We don't have lethal, but we will hero power every turn. The question now is, what do I do? Do I trade Sylvanas into his Peltras there? Steal a minion? One thing's for sure, we don't have lethal. He's a priest that can heal. We therefore need to remove the biggest threat from that board, and the biggest threat is that 5/4 legendary that gives him more legendaries. Bad things can happen. The other question though is, then what do we want to steal? I think we're happy to take the tournament medic.
Quickly.
Let none survive.
I mean, maybe I should have traded Sylvanas in first and seen which one was stolen. And maybe Bran would have been better, but what's significant about the tournament medic? Well, he can buff it. With the 8 health, he can play Valen's Chosen, he can buff it. There's all sorts of things he can do with it. And it's his source of healing. So I'd rather steal that. And there's Vol'jin. Wow, and Holy Nova. Okay. Yeah, so I still think stealing the medic was the right choice, given what he could do with it as opposed to Bran. Yeah, okay. It's not lethal. It's close. And I think what we want here is for him to place some more minions and then hopefully Unleash will give us lethal with Leok. And I guess this is a criticism of Priest. In the end, is the class just too slow against a mid-range hunter? If the board clears are not forthcoming, or if you don't have the right or the correct board clears, is Priest good enough? This is the question. I mean, in standard mode, Priest is getting a lot of flack from pro players saying how rubbish it is. In wild mode, because of Light Bomb, I think that makes Priest just a bit better, and because there are better Death Rattle minions in wild mode, so N'Zoth can get you value. Deathlord is a thing on wild mode, so for that reason, I think Priest is better in wild mode, but the question is it good enough? Well, we'll find out shortly. And there's Reno, who does not give him the healing. Wow, this guy is running duplicate copies of cards in his deck, despite having Reno, and he got punished. Oh, that was fun. So there we go, that's a win.
Gul'dan!
Okay, this next game is against a Warlock at rank 1.
Begin.
And we're going for 499 wins with this particular game. So close to 500. And it's Zulok. Okay. In my quest to get this far with Hunter, I've faced off against Zulocks, Demon Locks, Reno Locks, you name it, I've faced it. And I'm trying to figure out what would I prefer facing. I mean, face Handlocks. Yes, they still exist. There's not many of them, but they still exist. So I don't know which kind of Warlock I prefer facing. As a hunter, you can burst a Handlock down, or even burst a Reno lock down, if they don't get the right draws. Because they just tap, 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 tap. By tapping, they're killing themselves. And then you get the right cards, like Huffers, for example, kill commands. Use the hero power, and if they don't draw Reno, you can win. Zulok is more tricky because Zulok has board presence, but that is why we've put in the double explosive trap. That helps to take care of low health minions that Zulok plays. The trouble is, they play cards like Defender of Argus, which helps to buff their minions up. And that's the freezing trap. That's not what I wanted to see. My god, if that had been explosive, I'd have been so much happier. So much happier. I do not want Defender of Argus going back to hand. I do not want the Councilman going back to hand. So freezing was bad there. Really bad. It was a 50-50 between me drawing explosive and freezing. And I drew freezing. And that's not the first time it's happened to me, when I've needed explosive and I've got freezing instead. Very unfortunate. Anyway, we're not playing anything else here. I mean, I could have coined the explosive, but no. I want to bluff an explosive trap, and I want to see if he attacks to it. Oh, he does. And he gets the best result. He gets the defender back. You see, I was hoping he'd just attack with one of the 1/1s. But no. Okay. That was bad for us, unfortunately. It's Leot. Sure. We get rid of that Councilman. And it looks bad, right? kill command on a one-attack minion, but as we know and as you've seen, the Councilman can grow and grow and grow. Oh, hits for 3. Could have been worse, it could have hit for 4, but now we're going to get explosive value. Double flame imp! Yes! Yes, kill yourself for 6 damage. And I'm just going to play an explosive trap and laugh at you, and I'm so confident here, I'm even going face with the bow. This is the dream, but of course this warlock is a rank 1 warlock. Yep, he ain't stupid. Defender of Argus, yep, comes out to protect his most valuable minions, and I should have seen that coming because the defender went back to hand earlier, so I should have known, yeah, he's going to play it. And this is how a warlock can take a game. Argus taunting up the board, stopping me as a hunter from getting through to his face. This is how the warlock wins. But we do have one more charge on the bow, and we have a taunt. So I'm not dead just yet, and next turn we have Call of the Wild. It is the ultimate swing card in any game now. Call of the Wild, the best turn 8 card in this game. And in my opinion, the best late game card. Yes, better than Tyrion. Yes, to an extent better than N'Zoth. Better than Sylvanas. Better than any of those legendaries. Why? Because you get a Huffer that can charge for 5. You get a Taunt and a Leok. It's so good. Anyway, okay, PO, he has to break through the Belcher, and a Doom Guard, wow. In one of my earlier games, actually, I remember them using a Doom Guard, and a freezing trap sent it back to hand, which was hilarious. We're at 1 health, 1 health here. And we are surviving. We are surviving. The question is, how do we get through? Haunted Creeper for board presence. Training. We go face there now with the bow. So we have 2 Spectral Spiders on the board and a Taunt. All powered up by Leok. That's so good. How does he get through Misha here? If he can get through Misha, I'm dead. And then if he can get through it and then attack face with the 2-2. And there's the second copy of Defender of Argus, the second copy. But it's not enough. Because if we look at this carefully, and it's all about just being careful here, just being ultra careful, we can kill the 3-3 and the 2-2 with what we have on board and still have Misha go face, yeah. Bit of careful thought needed there, not to mess up. We needed the 5 to the face. There we go. That's it. 499 wins, beating a rank 1 Zulot. That feels really good. Okay, this last game is unfortunately against a priest. And we're going for not only 500 wins, but we're going for rank 1. Rank 1. Now, priests, you see, their early game is likely to be Northshire Cleric. Or, as you can see there, Zombie Chow. So, playing the King's Elec there I think is the best option, because it has 3 attack. It contests the Cleric. It contests the Chow. It contests the Curator. If we just played the Fiery Bat, that doesn't contest a Cleric. Haunted Creeper does not contest a Cleric, and of course the Northshire Cleric is how they draw their cards. Okay, so okay, if we still had the coin, we could have brought out Animal Companion, but hey, it's okay. The Haunted Creeper here is fine, I guess.
Death does not
And there we go, there's the Death Lord. If the Death Lord sticks, it's a problem, because he can buff it up with Power Word Shield, and then play a Cleric and heal, draw a card. He can play Velen's Chosen on it, and then I may never be able to get through it. We do have 1 copy of Deadly Shot in this deck. Oh, now we can get through it. So Huffer, all this Huffer. Huffer gets through. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's what I was hoping for. In a previous game, I got Dr. Boom and I wasn't too happy because it was essentially Boom as a 7 cost, 7/7, very average, but without the Boom bots. But here we get the full-on high main with its Death Rattle capability. This is so good, and this is how you beat the priest. You screw them over. You screw them over with their Death Lords. Yeah, Death Lord can be a massive, massive risk. Okay. How do we break through the zombie chows?
Don't worry, love. The cavalry's here.
I didn't want to commit the animal companion there. You see, if we do it like this, we can preserve one of our spectral spiders, and we just play the fire with that. So we've used up all of our mana. It's fine. The question is, what kind of a board clear does he have? I'm expecting Excavated Evil, right? Holy Nova? Oh god, right. Arcanine. Holy Nova I wouldn't be too fussed about, but Soul Priest, great. Oh, and it goes face. Bloody hell, that's ridiculous. Okay, let's snipe it down. Knife Juggler, do your thing. Oh, God. Yeah, RNG not on our side there. We had to sacrifice a hyena, and that was really unfortunate. Yeah. Screwed over twice by RNG, and Shadow Word Pain, okay. Does he have a second spell here to clear my board? No, he doesn't. Okay, so he could have played Power Word Shield and it would have cleared both my minions there. Luckily, we were okay there. Oh, there, thank God. So Knife Juggler actually does something productive for once. But look at our hand. 2 secrets there, 2 traps, not doing much. Holy no. Not doing much there. Oh, hello. So, it's all about pressure now, I think. And keeping the pressure up. Now, I was worried that I was going to run out of pressure, but Call of the Wild is pressure, and that's good for next turn. Now, I played Freezing, because I think that's decent. Yeah, against cards like that. I didn't play Explosive because I want to control when I play the Explosive Trap to take care of a board, okay? But now it should be more or less over because Ken is going to go back to hand, and that is great value on the Freezing Trap. And then how does he deal with this board? He'd need Light Bomb.
Embrace the void.
Or that. And he thinks he's safe. He thinks Ken's going to take out the bear, but nope. Ken back to hand. Oh, Flash Shield, okay. That's one way of clearing a board. But what have we got here? We've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're so close. We're so close. And because we're so close, I'm not taking a gamble. I'm killing that Soul Priest. So Circle of Healing does not screw us over and lose us the game, because if he plays the circle, there's a good chance we just lose, right? Oh dear. Oh, it's only a Death Lord. It's fine. Yep, and we win. So there we go. We get rank 1 and we get 500 wins